All right, we are looking at moderate total pollen levels, and some of them are running a little bit low today. That's the good news. If you have allergies to the grasses, those are running low today. The other ones, pine, fir, spruce, nettles, and pellitory, all running at the moderate level today. So we are looking at very light winds today. No precipitation, because that would help to wash out the atmosphere, of course, with the allergies. But we are looking at mainly sunny day. In fact, it's going to be very similar to yesterday with the low humidity, a little bit of a breeze off the lake, and mainly sunny skies. I mean, really, this is going to be a really pick day of, it's not even summer yet. You know what I'm saying? 17 degrees, though, is where we're at right now. So it's a warm start to the day, but with the humidity staying low, you will get a little bit of relief if you can find shade. So it will actually feel cooler in the shade. Now we've got the satellite and radar showing, it's hard to see here, but there is a little bit of cloud action down around Fort Erie and over towards Buffalo and Niagara Falls. And that's from this. This system has been spinning moisture over Virginia and the Carolinas for days and days, pretty much all week long. Just like we've been in the sun all week long, they've been in that. And we're going to get some of the cloud from that. But today and tomorrow, great days to cut the grass. Now, tomorrow, you do have to watch if you're north of Highway 7. We're going to be in for that risk of thunderstorms there. So I'm going to say it's okay. And then Father's Day weekend is going to be hot, but we also have the humidity starting to climb. So it's going to feel like the mid-30s. Rain location tomorrow. Oh, shoot, that one didn't work for you. Okay, we'll go right into the 3-day forecast. So this is what happens when I try to do something fancy. We're looking at heat climbing, humidity climbing, risk of storms to the north tomorrow, but the storm risk will enter the GTA on Saturday and on Sunday. For Father's Day, it does look to stay dry. But it looks like late afternoon and into the early evening, we'll start getting into those thunderstorms. But today, Steph, 28 degrees. How is the traffic looking? Because listen, do you remember back in March, you had like zero traffic to talk about? That's changed.
Zero. That has changed. That has changed, Tash. Yeah, it's actually quite busy. For a Thursday, though, it's actually not bad out there. And that's because we're not looking at any major issues or any construction spots that are really slowing things down. Because as soon as any of one of those issues happen, things just come to a complete stop. Right now, we're looking at some delays, and I'm focusing on the eastbound 401, which always seems to give you some trouble in the morning. It's slow from east of Winston Churchill to about Mississauga Road. And then we have delays on the eastbound 401 from Dixon to Weston, both in the express and collector lane. So it's pretty much the same area that we've been talking about all morning where we have those delays. So give yourself extra time moving through there. Southbound 404 DVP combo, that's moving very well, heading down towards the Gardner right now. No longer looking at any delays between the 401 and Lawrence. You will find that the Gardner is also moving very nicely out of downtown, and that traffic moving towards us is heading into the city right now, and that is moving at the limit through and through. Download the great one, Wayne Gretzky, as he hooks up with Jim Jerome, Russ Cordnell, and to celebrate episode number 50 of hockey's favorite podcast, The Suspendables. That's a look at your drive. Now I'll send things over to Mel with a look at your news.
Thank you so much, Steph. The families of the Nova Scotians killed and injured during the mass shooting in April have filed a proposed class action lawsuit against the RCMP and the province. According to a news release from Patterson Law, handling the case, authorities failed to protect the safety and security of the public during the shooting. Among the alleged claims, the failure to issue a province-wide emergency alert during the rampage and the inadequacy of the RCMP's use of Twitter to send warnings. 22 people were killed in the shooting. The federal government teaming up with the NDP to pass a spending bill dedicating an additional $87 billion to the fight against COVID-19. Now, because the Liberals have a minority government, they needed backing from at least one other party to pass the bill and avert a possible summer election. In exchange for support, the NDP requested Canada's emergency response benefit be extended by 2 months. The bill adds $6 billion in new spending to the existing $81 billion. And this comes ahead of a fiscal update expected July the 8th. Prime Minister Trudeau falling short on his $2 million bid for a temporary seat on the United Nations Security Council. Canada losing to Norway and Ireland, who both got enough votes to win seats for 2 years. Analysts say it shows Canada is falling behind on the world stage when it comes to peacekeeping and climate change. Trudeau offering his congratulations and saying Canada remains committed to global issues. Conservative leader Andrew Scheer reacting to the defeat with this: a kid failing a golf swing. Now, Now, it is the second and likely last English debate tonight between the four people looking to become the next federal Conservative leader. Last night's French debate was dominated by frontrunners Erin O'Toole and Peter MacKay. They went after each other on everything from carbon taxes to abortion. The other two candidates pretty much left out admitting their French wasn't very good. Party members are voting by mail in ballot in August. Let's get to the U.S. now. More stunning allegations coming from ex-National Security Advisor John Bolton's upcoming book. In it, he claims Donald Trump asked China's president for help to win re-election by having the country buy U.S. soybeans and wheat to get the support of farmers. The book also claims Trump had no idea the U.K. was a nuclear power and asked out loud if Finland was a part of Russia. The Trump administration is asking the court to block the book's release next week. And a change of tone from Trump on Colin Kaepernick. The president now saying Kaepernick should be given another shot in the NFL if he has the playing ability. The former 49ers quarterback has been a free agent for 3 years after he began kneeling during the national anthem to protest police brutality. At the time, Trump was critical of Kaepernick or any other players who kneeled, calling it disrespectful, and told owners to get rid of players who took a knee.